So I've managed to plug my way onto this quite a large Dutch barge. No problem. He is Dutch, he's not French, so I did translate all this into French first via the translation app, but happy days. So I'll touch base with you shortly and give you a bit of an update here.
If you'd told me a year ago that I'd be standing on a Dutch barge drifting through the canals of Paris, I wouldn't have believed you. Not long ago, I was homeless in London. I was the homeless Kiwi in London, sleeping rough and figuring out how to survive the winter with nothing but what I could carry. No plan, no safety net, just everything day by day. Now I'm travelling mostly by bicycle, with everything I owned strapped to it. And somehow I've blagged my way onto this barge, drifting through tunnels, heading south into France. Loose plans for after? Africa, east towards the Middle East, if there's anything left when I get there. It's cold, it's messy, and it's unpredictable. And I'm not talking about the weather. But it's mine, every mile, every canal, every moment on the road. I'm learning, adapting, and surviving. If you're new here, check out my Homeless Winter Survival series. It'll give you the backstory on how I do what I do and how I got this far. From the streets of London to the waterways of France, the back roads of this country, I've come a long way and I'm just getting started. I've learned how to survive when nothing is certain. From these French back roads to the edge of the world, nothing is off limits and nothing is guaranteed.
It's a bit of a frosty one last night, guys. Bloody hell, look at this. Really done. Clear sky, beautiful sky all night. So clear. But a bit of a trade-off that with this frost this morning. You know, even though this frost, I mean, it doesn't feel cold. It's very strange. Like, hands are good. It's obviously got down below zero for this to happen, you know, but I don't feel cold at all. Now, whether that's just because of my very well-made sleep system that I'm in at the moment. I put my bivvy bag on before I went to sleep last night, basically because I was close to the, well, I'm on the water, you know, on the water, and I just figured the dew point would be a lot less. But it's just gone 7 o'clock and we're off ski. I'm gonna go see if I can blag some water. I'm gonna put a brew on. Lock number 1239. There's a lot of locks in France. I've decided I'm not going to head to Paris on the boat. I'm probably going to jump off tomorrow morning and get the train down to Paris, because the way he's going goes away from Paris before he comes back in, and it's going to be just as good for me to get off at this particular point that's further on and cycle down, or get a train down to Paris and jump on another one south that way. But certainly loving this for a break. It's just amazing that I mean, I know living life at 10 mile an hour for myself is preferable to living in the fast lane like I used to do. It's certainly a special way to be. Love it, absolutely love it. More of you should break free from the system. I think we're meant to live this way. We're all here for a particular purpose, I believe. But we're that caught up in modern living that we either lose sight of that purpose or we never find that purpose because we're so busy trying to get by. Whereas if you step back, slow down, and just go at a natural pace and a natural flow, you've got a lot better chance of discovering your purpose and contributing to the greater good, instead of all this infighting that's going on and disagreements and stress and anxiety. slow down, step back, and find out why. Morning fellas, this is my final morning on the boat. We're heading into a place called Tagnia. Now in Tagnia we shall be departing, getting back on my bicycle. Get on your bike as it were. So I'm getting back on my bike at Tagnia, which is only a couple of k's down the I was going to say down the road here, but down the waterway here. Oh, we've got a ship coming up. Another one with the car on top as well. So that's my plan for this morning. So I'm just getting sorted here, getting all set up, set down, getting everything put away, getting everything squared away, and back to the usual programming as it were. Plenty of time. I could probably stretch it, but it's just that what if. man. Appreciate it. You don't mind being on?
Oh, that's good. No problem.
Appreciate every moment, man. It's just been a blast day.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your work.
Yeah, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your trip.
You have a very special job there, Rick. Spike. See you later, buddy. Nice to know you. Safe journeys, dude.
Yeah, you too, huh?
Catch you later.
Take a look out.
Thank you. That was an absolutely brilliant couple of days, that. I'm in Tagneer and I'm heading to Paris. Thank you, Miba. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Spike. Oh, to feel clean is so special. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Makes all the difference, I tell you. It just feels so nice. After going, must be 4 days since I've had a wash. Didn't feel right using Rick's washing facilities on board the boat. It's the first opportunity I've got, which is only a couple of miles since I got off the boat. Jump at the chance. It's what you do when you're a proper nomad. If this camera's going to do it justice, but this forest floor is absolutely littered with daffodils. And it's amazing to see the size difference between natural, everyday, wild, normal daffodils compared to the cultivated lot that we're sold. These are probably a third of the size. I'll just stop, see if you can get a better visual of them. A couple of days earlier, and I dare say, because it looks like most of them are on the die-off, you know, amazing. Anyway, I've taken a bit of a detour. Well, not a detour, change of track. As you can see, I'm on the EuroVelo 3. It's absolutely delicious. It's beautiful. It runs through. I'm running through a forest at the moment. I'm planning on staying on this all the way to Paris. It's be a nice change. Village called Senlis, and there is this very, very ornate. Don't know whether it's going to be a church or a cathedral, but the stonework on it, the masonry. Not so much down at eye level, but further up where it's not been messed with. So fine, so ornate. I'm just going to chill here and eat a grapefruit. Well, I've got to say, this area that I'm in at the moment is absolutely beautiful. And I think I'm going to call it a day right here, because it just looks really nice. Very pleasant. Just seen a pig, dead pig. It was the size of a small horse. Apparently they don't attack you though, what I've been told. Bring on proper summer. You know, just pulling off the beaten track like that. Chucking down your mat. Just all I can hear, a few birds, plane up there somewhere. We've got the sun on an angle like that. Get outdoors and break free. Well worth it. Need a pee. So, as we appear to be in an area with a high concentration of wild boar, going off all the digging in the ground that I've seen, the rutting, whatever you call it, and the dead one I saw that was the size of a small house. I've changed my spot from where I was out at the open, and I thought I'd do my best to protect my head. So there's this little meeting of trees here. That side there, from the size of that boar that I saw, he's going to have a hard time coming through the gaps here. There's no rub marks on the bark, so it doesn't even look like they have done in the past. And I'm going to stack a load of wood on this gap here. I may put something here and there, possibly. I know they're probably going to charge straight through wood, but it's more of a deterrent, you know. It's like a bicycle lock in London. It just deters the thieves. Doesn't stop them. Stops the opportunistic ones. So if I get an opportunistic boar wanting to come and do me some harm, then if he sees the little barricade, flimsy cotton wool in his eyes, he may, no, we'll go find another human to mess with. So that's my thought. So I've checked the ground already. It's very sandy here, very sandy. Not sure why it's so sandy. Seems sandy anyway, but soft, nice and soft. So I'm going to be my head up there. So I'm going to gather some wood, just build that up slightly. So it doesn't have to be so high, you know, probably yay high, just enough to deter them. I'll put my gloves on because I'm not sure of the spider situation here, or the bitey poisonous things in France. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to be safe. Just putting a couple of good thick pieces there, which will be harder to break through, just at the height of where the charging head would be. That's what I'm hoping. I might whack a stick in there as well, just to hold that in. Might be a good shout. Did I push record? I'm terrible at remembering this. Yes. Soft ground. You know what, it's a bit of a, if I'm sound asleep and nod land, which is highly unlikely, because that would involve actually sleeping well, it's going to give me that little bit of time, a little bit extra time to sort of come to and go back to the pig sticking days that I had in New Zealand. Anyway, I think I might just chuck a few more in there just to be, I might stack something at the back if I can find some decent, oh, look at this. That might do the job. Another one of them. Fungi. It's actually quite warm. I mean, you know, not even a t-shirt, it's just a shirt. I've got to start remembering to keep the fluids up. It's a balancing act. Fluid during the day or tea in the morning. Yeah, it's not so bad that. That'll give me plenty of warning. Oh, I'm really tired. Okay, now. It's about to go. Right, let me think what my next bit is. And it brings you back. Okay, so I've decided to enhance it slightly. Do a bit of renovation. This is a, I mean obviously it's not going to stop a charging Boar, is it? But it's like that video, one of my early ones that I did in the cemetery, and I was open on both sides. It was a walkway in Brompton Cemetery, and it was a video I'd done. I think I titled something like how I make myself feel safer just by doing it. I mean, it's just a psychological trick, and I think this is what this mostly will be. It's just to trick my subconscious in a way that yes, I've got a barrier around me. Protection. Probably harks back to the caveman days, doesn't it? You just feel safer so you relax better, sleep better. Oh, now there's a happy coincidence. It also gives my ground tarp the sort of a bit of a bucket effect, which is going to stop some of the creepy crawlies from just crawling straight in, because they'll have to go along and then up and then down. There you go, folks. That's the very rough and ready. But if there is any, they can only come in sort of this bit here. We're gonna have a hard time doing the rest of it, and that way I can use my feet to fend myself, my legs and my feet. It's not going to happen. There's a very, very slim chance it would happen. But if it does, I've done the best I can. We decided to check it into a hotel. What a beautiful start to the day. You hear the birds? No pegs in the night. Slightly disappointed. I did have my bug net on. Just for the creepies, the creepy crawlies. Oh, I'm just going to finish my coffee. Yes, coffee. Hey, out of Yorkshire tea, officially out of Yorkshire tea, and I cannot find it anywhere. There is a commenter that jumped on, she's jumped on a few times. I say she, like I say, you just never know these days. The commenter with the feminine sounding name has offered to send me some Yorkshire tea, but I've been trying to find a place or how I can receive a package in France. If I choose it, like say 3 to 5 days in advance of where I know I'm going to be. I've tried doing an Amazon. I can't figure out the Amazon thing. Even if I go to buy something off Amazon and get it delivered to a drop close to me, for some reason it's not letting me do that either. I'm probably doing something wrong. But is there like a temporary postal box you can use? Can you get them sent to a post office? Can you get, I don't know. Like I say, all this sort of logistical stuff in France I've got no idea with. So if anybody out there in YouTube land knows the answer to this, how I can receive a box of Yorkshire tea in France, please let me know. Nice one. Right, I'm going to finish my coffee, get packed up and carry on heading south. We are probably going to be hitting today. Let me have a look. If I do get to Paris today, it's not going to be till the end of the day. And as I'm not wanting to sleep in Paris anywhere, I'll probably pull up short, somewhere short of Paris, and then get in early the next day. I think that's going to be the way to go. Yeah. Might do that way. Anyway, I'll get packed up and we're on the off. Ta-ta. I just want to add as well, before I start packing up and whilst it's still fresh in my head, this video as you know, has come out Friday night. Pointing. Go away. Has come out Friday night. Now, the reason I've put it out Friday night, is because I'm going to say on Saturday, when I'm in Paris, today is Thursday, I'm pulling up shore Friday night, Saturday, might shoot on the outskirts of Paris and get back in, because Saturday morning I want to do a live as I cycle around the more dodgy areas of Paris. Rick on the boat with Spike has told me of an area in Paris which is basically a no-go zone. He said to me, whatever you do, stay out of there. So obviously, me being the curious cat, I want to know why. He did say why. I'm not going to say why on video. But I really want to go and have a look. And I'm going to go live as I cycle around and through, just to see if it is as people believe it is. I believe he's not been there. He's told me he's not been there. Again, it's word of mouth thing. It's what he's heard. He's been told to stay away when he's gone to Paris, stay away from that area. So I'm going to go and have a look. I'm going to film it. I'm going to be live as I have a mooch, what I do. So if you're watching this and you're curious to know what a no-go zone in Paris is like, tune in Saturday morning. I don't know what time. I've got no idea what time. Might be Saturday afternoon. I don't know. Just keep an eye on for a live on my channel, the Transient Kiwi, or at the Kiwi Fella. That Kiwi Fella? The Kiwi Fella. I can't remember what I've done. I've done a few name changes lately. Apparently I'm on the run from the police too. Somebody's told me that somebody sent me an email in regards to this other channel that is doing all this. And apparently I'm on the run from the UK police, and that's why I've changed my channel name. I love it. The imagination is endless with that one, I tell you. Anyway, it's a bit of humour. Cheers, guys. Touch base. Everything packed up, everything done on the road, and leaving it in a little bit better condition than what I arrived. I find it a little bit arty, so I'm gonna leave all that in situ. Let's hit the road, guys. Paris borders, here we come.
You already get what's going on out here. I'm just figuring this out as I go, what works, what doesn't, and showing it as it is. This is my life, my reality.
This is it for the next
And
2.5
if you want to see more of
hours.
that, hit the subscribe.
Apparently there's some
more
graffiti
coming,
in here as well.
and some of it's going to be rough
I
and
don't know
messy.
if you can classify
If you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon
writing
link
on
below.
walls
If not, no worries, man.
through the
We'll see you on the next
1940s
one, yeah?
as graffiti.
Tap a few buttons whilst
done
you're here as well.
by,
The like and share, etc.
Foreign nationals from the war, English people that were down, that were injured. They hid in this tunnel, apparently. If I do see any writing on the walls, I will come back to you and let you know.